Hey everyone, Golden Ninja 3000 here again. Today, LEGO revealed the brand new Nano Gauntlet set, once again by just dumping it on their website at midnight, which is really dumb. I will always say that. This has 675 pieces. It'll retail for $70 in the US, and we don't have a release date. It is available for pre order, but there's no release date on here, which is irritating because I assume it's an August release, but it would be nice to know. And then on the other hand, I'm glad that LEGO isn't saying that it'll be released on August 1st because a lot of the time they don't actually release things when they say they will. Again, like today, like there's two things that like aren't available even though that they were supposed to be. But anyway, this set was rumored. I didn't like know if it was actually going to happen or not, but I really hoped it would. So I'm very glad that LEGO's making this because I really wanted a Nano Gauntlet. It's the perfect companion piece to the Infinity Gauntlet from last year, and I think that this looks really really nice. It does. I think this angle might just be a little bit weird because it's just making like the side, like this thumb area, look a little bit wide. Like I feel like the whole thing is usually sleeker, and I did just buy like the sideshow collectible Nano Gauntlet, like life size replica, so I'll totally do a comparison of these two once I have the Lego version built this summer. So proportions seem a tiny bit off at first glance. Not that that bothers me a ton. I love the drum lacquered silver pieces, even like the wedge plates. Thank you, Lego, for actually putting in the money to give us these drum lacquered silver pieces. I don't think these mudguard pieces are silver, but that's okay because everything around them is. Again, maybe like that fender piece isn't, but all of this stuff, again, the wedge plates, that's a huge step. I totally would have expected Lego to just make that light gray. So I'm really happy about that because the Infinity Gauntlet had a ton of new drum lacquered gold pieces. This obviously isn't as silver as that one was gold, but it's very nice to see Lego actually putting in effort for once. $70 is too expensive for this. We all know it. I will definitely pay it. I will still buy it, but this should be 56. This should be $60 max. Something else people have talked. I already saw comments. People were like, "Oh, like that's a lot of gold." It does seem like a lot of gold at first glance, like when you really like zoom in here, but it's actually not. The Nano Gauntlet did have like golden joints in between the fingers, so I think that this looks perfect. The one thing I both love and don't love are the use of these satchel pieces as like the receptacles for the Infinity Stones. That is a perfect example of NPU, of nice parts usage. This is just really really awesome. Like that looks really good. Like the way that they cradle the stones, it looks exactly like the thin lines that the stones sit in on the actual thing. The only problem is those are supposed to be silver. The receptacles for the stones are silver, but these like kind of like barish, like squarish bar pieces up here on the real like prop, they are gold. So I get why Lego did this because like these satchel pieces make like an accurate gold appearance. But like the actual like satchel like part, like the neck part where it goes over a minifigure, that should be silver to be accurate. So it would have been really nice if Lego had just, like taken that extra step and like painted like part of this silver. But I don't even know if they can do that. Like, I don't know if they have the technological capability to do that because we've never seen them do that with anything like this. Like the closest they've come is like printing the front of like a minifigure like tail piece that goes in between the legs and the torso. So yeah, it would have been nice to see these be silver because it does bother me that like the stone receptacles are gold when they're not supposed to be. But other than that, like this is a really nice shape. The stones are built the exact same way as the Infinity Gauntlet, which is nice. But it does bother me a little bit more on this one because the stones looked very rocky on the Infinity Gauntlet, but they looked very smooth on the Nano Gauntlet. So I would have loved if they had like I would love if this fit in better, in particular the Mind Stone, because it like perfectly fills the slot on the Nano Gauntlet in the movie, and here it does not perfectly fill that slot. There's a lot of gaps. But again, I am nitpicking. I'm nitpicking a lot, and this is a long video because I've waited for this set, and I really like the Nano Gauntlet just as a movie prop. So I do want to do like a really deep analysis of this. This video makes that all look like light gray, so I'm really glad it's actually silver. But that looks pretty decent. What looks even better, or not even better, but what looks equally as good is the inside. The palm is just very, very well designed. I think that this is like the only real like shot we have of it. But I like how everything here is smoothed over. Those holes are like kind of ugly, but that's the best piece Lego has. I love the combination of studded and smooth surfaces here. We have like some ingot pieces, it looks like. This all just looks excellent. The shaping on the inside of this gauntlet, Like Lego just knocked it out of the park here, in my opinion. I think that everything they did here is just really, really good. Like it looks perfect. Like again, like the slopes, the studs, like the use of these like car like hood pieces, it all just flows really well together. And I was very impressed with Lego's Palm on the Infinity Gauntlet, but I just think that they've knocked it out of the park on the Nano Gauntlet. Other than that, like I guess there's not much else to say. Again, the proportions do seem a little bit off. It's just it's not as like slick and sleek as the movie prop, which I mean, I guess I get that it's not going to be, but it's just like something's rubbing me the wrong way about this, about like this section. I think the fingers look good, by the way. I didn't say that before, but something's rubbing me the wrong way here. Like it feels like there's a huge part like missing right here. It feels like something was like cut out. And then again, it feels like this is too bulbous, and it feels like this is too empty. Like I don't know. There's something that's bothering me right here. But I think I'll be able to tell what's bothering me more clearly like once I've actually compared it to the actual movie like prop replica. I'm really glad I bought that just because I like it in general, but also I think it'll be really nice to be able to compare like a Lego display piece to like an actual movie replica display piece. This gives a pretty good look as well. I really like the way they got those thin silver lines in there. I like the palm of this thing a lot. Like I like the inside of this thing a lot more than I expected to. And then finally, the last thing I'll say is it's not going to size well next to the Infinity Gauntlet at all, because this is like the exact same size as the Lego Infinity Gauntlet. I'm pretty sure. Like maybe it's just a little bit smaller in height. But the Infinity Gauntlet is like twice as big as like the base version of the Nano Gauntlet in the movie. And then like when Hulk makes it bigger so he can put it on, like Thanos' gauntlet is still like 1.5 times that size. So it's not going to size accurately whatsoever next to the Infinity Gauntlet, but I don't really care about that because they're just both nice display pieces. But yeah, finally here, like I guess you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. Like the Nano Gauntlet looks just much better proportioned. Like once you get up into like past like the forearm part of it and more into the hand part of it, like the actual movie prop is just much better proportioned than the Lego one. It's like the corners that are bothering me on the Lego version. I don't know if there was a way that they could have done that better, and they did try to get like the shaping as accurate as possible, like with the lines cutting in and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just the shaping like right here on the left and then right here on the right are just like a little bit off for me. And maybe it's because like the stones aren't spaced far apart enough. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I definitely still prefer like my actual prop replica to the Lego version, but I'm really glad that Lego did make a Nano Gauntlet. So I'm sorry this video got so long, but I had a lot of thoughts. Let me know what you guys think about this set. I can't wait to buy it. Hopefully we get a release date soon. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and check out my website, goldenninja3000.com, and I'll see you guys with more videos soon. Bye for now.